Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Vail Daily Live. My name is Ty Diaz. Today is Saturday, August the 14th, and I'm going to double check that with me because if you know me well, you know that I tend to get the days and the dates of the week mixed up all the time. Did you have the kind of morning, the kind of night where the morning arrives too soon? Well, it happens. It's the weekend. And thank you for joining us. It's a gorgeous Saturday looking out the windows this morning of the Vail Daily Live studios. Every morning, right around the same time, we take a glance outside, but not all mornings are created equal, seeing plenty more sunshine where we are and picking up that wind speed out there a lot more light than previous mornings around now on the same day of the week. What's your day going to be looking like? We're going to give you a look at that here shortly. But what we will do is maybe take a glance outside for you, helping you see what it looks like over at Vail and on Bridge Street, and just see if there's any movement this morning. A lot of us tend to do that early morning walk, looking for that cup of coffee, trying to find a little bit of breakfast. Maybe just wake up and get out of the house for a little bit before the temperatures rise. But what we'll do right now is actually share with you what the weather is going to be doing by the town of Avon, part of the valley. Sunshine in the forecast for today. Yesterday was amazing. Well, in the latter part of the day, we're looking around that 5-6 window. We did pick up some wind speed, a lot of movement, especially at Vail. There's a special event happening at Vail on the soccer fields, a wine of Vail tasting experience with live music. That's a ticketed event. I was there doing a little bit of catering and also taking in some of the small morsels of food and enjoying the wine too and the live music. And it was a pleasant day out there today, and it's looking like it's going to be another one today. Starting the morning off in the 50s with that sunshine, as we described, seeing it with some huge evidence in Eagleville. I'm sure the stretch of the valley is picking that up as well. High temperatures for today in areas we're looking at will be in the mid 70s. You could find for the Avon area. Slight chance for precipitation. We did pick up a little bit of a squelch, some droplets maybe on your windshield while you're out and about. No one ran for cover over at Vail during the event. And that continues today, that wine tasting event. And for today, you might find that out there, but it doesn't seem to be of significant rain showers or droplets, but certainly a welcomed one. But here's a look at Bridge Street right now as far as movement and activity, in case you're wondering. And as you can see, iconic views, gorgeous. Looks somewhat calm on the trees and a movement side. People are walking about. Very active town. Noticing the bicycle in the background, you'll see a lot of that going on, as well as some electric scooters, some segways. You're not necessarily going to see a horse galloping through town, but at night, you can sometimes find a penny cab. This is looking a bit clearer this morning as well. We've been battling and dealing with those California fires creating haze in our atmosphere. Denver picking up the record for having one of the more challenging, worst air quality nationwide this past week, and hopefully things are starting to improve down there. I remember, I think it was maybe Tuesday, they were saying that they were able to see the mountains, which is where we are. Let's take a look at the mountains right now. This camera is on the north side of the interstate. If you notice where that sun's coming from, that's where the shot of the Gore Range, that mountain view is. That bend in the road is that pedestrian bridge at Vail that crosses from the playground and the north side of the highway into Lions Head. A little bit of steady traffic, but moderate to low for the start of the morning. You have to make where's everyone going? Where are you going? There's plenty to do today. And we're going to share with you everywhere from concerts to lineups in Beaver Creek. I hope you find some food, maybe a carnival. Oh, yeah, I mentioned a carnival. And there is one in Avon that's happening. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you my interview with them later on in the show. It is the Flynn Creek Circus. And let me just share with you that it was certainly a whimsical, magical time early in the morning before the show starts, just to meet some of the characters and the performers that are there. You want tickets for this. You definitely want to go and experience the Flynn Creek Circus. And you can find adult beverages, you can find kids, cotton candy. So have both. And don't forget to bring the kids too, but bring your inner child. So what we're going to do right now, we have Meredith on the show this morning, and she is in Beaver Creek with her camera person, Tyler. And Meredith, so Beaver Creek and you, how does it feel and how does it look up there where you are?
I almost honestly feel like I'm on the beach right now.
The
This
beaches
sun,
of the mountains of Colorado.
exactly. Like I'm beachfront right now. I'm right in front of the chop house and the mountain. I'll turn my camera here. It's right there. Look at that view. It's gorgeous. And this sun right now feels so good. I can feel that we have a beautiful day on us right now.
It is beautiful where you are right now. And a few days ago, you had the opportunity to take a nice early ride up to the top of Beaver Creek before the business operation hours. SUV.
Oh, exactly. It was the perfect way to start the day to, get those views and see the sunrise over the Gore Range. And I'm typically in Vail Village, and I haven't really been up to the top of Beaver Creek in the summer in a long time. So it was very refreshing to see. We were keeping an eye out for all the wildlife on our way up. We definitely saw a few deer, but it was gorgeous. But, the base of Beaver Creek is as gorgeous. And so I'm excited to kind of explore the mountain and the village today on the show. And yeah, right now I'm snacking on some leftovers from a barbecue yesterday, but I have to share this recipe because it is so delicious. So it's watermelon and cucumber and feta cheese and mint, and then just a little lemon and lime, salt and pepper, and then the longer you can leave it marinating, but it is so good. And like I was obsessed with it last night, and I'm eating it now for breakfast. So I thought I'd share this
We
like
thank you very much for
delicious
sharing. We're going to come
recipe.
back and check in with Meredith here shortly to get a little bit more about what she's created as her early morning breakfast. Give us a few moments here. You're watching Vail Daily Live.
Morning. Good. How are you? This is Vail Daily Live. Yeah. So we stream. We're on YouTube and Facebook, and we kind of bring it all over to different villages. And yeah, exactly. We're kind of like the virtual video paper, bringing you the headlines
Yeah, a
and.
lot of interesting articles in there. Did they finally opening the I-70 today?
I believe so. If not today, soon.
It
Hmm.
mentioned it.
All right, Meredith, it looks like we are back, and we
Yeah.
certainly
Well,
enjoy
check
the
out our
conversation.
show.
That's Meredith's in Beaver Creek. And as you can see, it's beautiful out there. But there are people about conversations already starting this time of the morning. And in the background, we were listening to Meredith's conversation with a passerby, wondering what she was doing. Vail Daily Live, a live streaming show every morning. The other topic that I picked up on, and I'm a good fly on the wall for this. This was definitely my type of conversation. Is I-70 opened up yet? And it was forecasted for a possibility for it to reopen right around today. So we'll check in with the Colorado Department of Transportation to see if I-70 is open. But if you're watching at home, if you care to be a part of the show, we appreciate it. Take a look for us, throw it in the chat box, get us the link, get us the official statement. We're going to do the same thing here. But that'll be exciting news if we can make that traffic again. But according to the press release and Governor Polis, they were saying that it'll be single lane traffic opening in each direction once they do reopen I-70. Plenty of damage there from a few weeks ago and 2 weeks in a row of the mudslides through that area. But I bet you for those, though it extended their trips, it was certainly an adventure, taking on Cottonwood Pass or driving more north and more south to make their way into Glenwood Springs and or Aspen. But yeah, things are starting to look good this morning. But we can show you a little bit of what we're talking about if you would care to see. And Emma is driving the show this morning, and she's prepared. She's ready for us. Go ahead and put that up there for us. I'm curious too, Emma. We should get the live feed in the I-70 cameras. I normally look at that on the Department of Transportation's camera website of the live feed cameras. Go ahead and populate that if you don't mind. And wow.
Standing in this spot a week ago, it looked wholly different than it does today, and it just is something we can't take for granted. How much work has been done.
I call it a pothole from hell. No road for about 15 feet. That needs to be fixed by Saturday. On the upper level, some degradation, some safety improvements that will need to be made. We are in many ways fortunate that the structural damage wasn't worse.
As the governor mentioned, there's several critical path items that have to happen in order to hit our very aggressive timeline of getting the road back open. We have to finish moving the debris, which again, tremendous progress, but particularly over there where the damage is most severe. Those will effectively provide rockfall protection to get the road safe to open. We have to work with Xcel Energy, again, to get the high voltage power set in, and that's critical for the operation of Hanging Lake Tunnel, which again is operating right now, but there's a need for the power redundancy. It's critical for Shoshone, it's critical for the Union Pacific and the hauling of freight on the railway. And hopping down below to the lower deck, you see that there is physically a hole that needs to be filled before we can get traffic onto that alignment. And we have worked aggressively with our immediate emergency contractor to have a plan to have that hole filled and paved and have traffic control aligned and to get that ready to move traffic back on it. Then we will have to do safety tests to make sure that the road is safe for the traveling public. And if all of these things align, as the governor has said, with the support of Mother Nature and barring the possibility of future rainfall, the plan is to get this back into service Saturday afternoon.
And that's a look at the I-70, some of the conversation there as we're sharing with you. And that'll certainly be the buzz of conversation all weekend long, from updates to, well, rumors and gossip and wondering, but was it an inconvenience when you couldn't make it to work through that route and you had more time to yourself? I hope you took advantage of that opportunity. That's the name of the game here. Speaking of the name of the game, let's get into what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for Saturday, August 14th. And as you'll see here, the photograph, pictured main photo, a life honored, the aptly named John Romano Field stands are filled with people to pay respects to former coach John Romano. Under the lights Friday at Eagle Valley High School in Gypsum, Romano passed away last month due to cancer. Also making headlines, masks in schools. After all, in a reversal, district and public health officials make agonizing decision to require masks in schools starting Monday, given recent virus trends. If you care for more details about that story, it's in today's newspaper. You can find it online or in the printed version on page 83. Come rain or shine. Now here's a messy situation here that we're all very familiar with, especially in Avon. And some of the photos that you're seeing here with the circles around them indicate some of the areas most impacted in Avon from the flash floods, similar to the I-70 problems. Avon looks into recovery. Future mitigation efforts followed July mudslide. Within minutes on July 22nd, heavy rainfall overwhelmed the town of Avon, their drainage infrastructure, causing widespread damage to public and private property across the town. And I had the opportunity to drive through there, and let's just say there was like mini geysers coming out of the manholes throughout town, and anywhere else, like you're saying, the underground drainage around the park area definitely was hit pretty hard on that. In the arts and entertainment section, not our first goat rodeo. Grammy-winning cellist Yo-Yo Ma performs on stage with students from the Avon Elementary at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater in 2010. What you're seeing here is just a wonderful opportunity to be on stage, take in some celebrity performances, and to have your name on that roster. You can find more about this topic on page B1 of today's Vail Daily. Teachers and student tickets can be purchased at $25. Not our first goat rodeo, Yo-Yo Ma. That's happening on Sunday, and that's what made headlines in today's newspaper. We want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee. Thank you very much. It's always the coffee that I drink, especially on Vail Daily Live, from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, located in Minturn, their roastery. But they also have a second location, their newest location, that opened for the first time this winter. It's in Beaver Creek, and that's where Meredith and Tyler are this morning. And they'll be giving us a tour this morning, sharing with us where you can do some shopping, sharing with us what the weather and the views are looking like, and of course, talking to you as you pass by, introducing everyone to this new streaming show called Vail Daily Live. And we'll be looking for you in the chat box because you're part of the show too. We'll be right back.
Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery. where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
We're for the fashion-forward and budget-minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Hey there, good morning from Beaver Creek Resort. It is a gorgeous day we have on our hands today. So it's currently about 52. It feels incredible in the sun right now. And we are going to see about a high in the low 80s today for Vail. And it'll get about a little bit higher, mid 80s down in Eagle. We normally see higher temperatures down Valley. But it's going to be a perfect bluebird day. If you can see with the sky above me, it is perfect blue skies. The haze has definitely kind of blown through. You can kind of still see a little bit in the atmosphere, but for the most part, it's really dispersed, which we're feeling really grateful for. So today is perfect to get out and be outside, get to your sports, your hikes, your bikes, your walks around the village, because it's a gorgeous day. Around the afternoon, we're going to start to see some clouds roll in, and there's a slight chance this evening for some rain, but it's going to be a gorgeous one. So get out there. This weather report was brought to you by Carrots of Vail, creating heirlooms since 1970. Thank you, and back to you, Ty.
She came back to me.
Yeah, you're good.
Am I?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Meredith.
Hey,
I like
Ty.
the movement that you have out there in Beaver Creek. People making their way for that coffee this morning, but I enjoyed the vehicle that's behind you. A lot of art, sculpture, installations around that vehicle behind you is known as Chips. And have you seen all the art sculptures around Beaver Creek? Being you don't make it there very often. Are you familiar with Chips?
Yeah, absolutely. That's like one of the best parts about Beaver Creek. They've really put some very cool art in different corners and nooks. So it's almost a scavenger hunt to go find. And there's really a story that comes with each piece. You know, Trisha's got all those facts. I should put that on my bucket list to go find all these new art installations and find out their names and facts and history.
Yeah, it's wonderful up there. And 9:30, the lifts open. But again, that early morning vehicle ride you took up with the employees, they get started at 7 a.m. That was 4.5 miles. Did you ever did you notice, like, just being on the road, how it's different than being on the slopes, just the terrain to get around?
So just walk.
All right, sharing the views live in Beaver Creek this morning, and she's working with Tyler. He's working with the gimbal this morning, heading back to school, and things are looking really good there. That's the Beaver Creek Village. There's where the coffees can be found. And you can also find the ticket window to purchase your daily activities right there in the archway. That's where everyone's day begins, right there. But you can also find people lounging on the sofas right outside. There's fire pits right at the top of those escalators to the left of the screen, as well as bocce ball. That is a look at Beaver Creek. You know, if you're making your way around the valley today in Edwards for the community, there is the Law Enforcement Special Olympics Torch Run that's happening today. It's a 5K. There's a bike 1K. There's a fun run. It's all happening at the Edwards Fieldhouse, Freedom Park. And the address is 450 Miller Ranch Road. It begins at 9 a.m. So you have about an hour and 10 minutes to make your way down there. The run starts at 10. And the fun, everything happens. It runs until 1 o'clock this afternoon. T-shirt only, $20, $25. There's food and fun involved in there. And you can get registered online for this Law Enforcement Special Olympics Torch Run today. And that's a part of one of the many activities that are happening up and down the valley. If you're looking for live music and you are into rock music down in Eagle, there is Primal Fest. Something that started out 4 years ago as just a local band type of a show and event has actually taken on some bigger traction to where instead of local bands having the opportunity to play downtown, live music and have a little bit of fun. Now there's people from other states that want in on the action and the performance and the roster and the venue. That happens today at Primal Fest. And as you can probably see in this image here, these guys had the opportunity to play in the studios. Primal J and the Neanderthals, they're taking the stage today for their 4th annual Primal Fest. The show will open up downtown Eagle, around Eagle. Just use your ears, follow your ears and the sounds to Primal Fest. 2 opening acoustic performances and just jamming out all day, absolutely free in downtown Eagle. And this one will take place today at Boneyard, as well as 7 Herbert's Brewing Company in Eagle. These guys sound really good. Can't you tell? This is Primal J and the Neanderthals, the featured band this morning of many. And I'm not sure about you, but I've heard stories. I went to college with some people that ever wanted to be a band. There's always that person that wants to be the opening act. There's always that breakthrough artist that just shows up out of nowhere, taking their shot to become significant and get on the scene. That's what this event is going to be all about today, while enjoying some beers and everything too. What's that? Can you tell us what it is again? So again, Primal Fest is hosting a full day of free live music. You can find it in today's newspaper as well on page B2. It's hosting their 4th annual concert, and it begins at noon, and it's all day, and it's free, and it's happening down in Eagle today. This is going to be a really good time. You can find out more by picking up today's newspaper. What else do we have going for you? So, keeping the families out and about, how about making our way to Beaver Creek and enjoy some of the events that they have up there? Meredith is hanging out in Beaver Creek right now, and she had the opportunity, like we shared with you, to do an employee ride up to the top of Beaver Creek yesterday. She shared with us the views from up there, and in Beaver Creek, you could find kids' arts and crafts at the top of the gondola right there of Centennial 6. And that's at Spruce Saddle today. While you're taking those views, while you enjoy lunch, while you play cornhole, and just enjoying yourself. But around Beaver Creek every day, and on the weekends, there's events that are taking place. One of many, it's called Zusammen. You're invited to join outside in the village for food and drinks provided by the restaurants and enjoy live music. That's between 4 and 7. And today, let's see, today's date is the 14th. You'll find music from Symphony. And again, that's all a part of Zusammen, which means together. And you can also find some open container rules there where you can enjoy your adult beverages there too, while taking in, right in the middle of everything, all the shopping, all of the art events of Beaver Creek and Zusammen. Today being Saturday, there's also a silent disco you can see right there, happening between 5 and 8 p.m. And if you're not familiar with it, then be sure to borrow this idea and take it home with you. It's a disco in headphones. You and your family can walk up to the little boutique desk over there that's out there and get some headphones and click the button inside of your headphones and choose what kind of music you care to listen to while staying in that experience. Now, speaking of an experience, how about a staycation? We have Sean Naylor, who normally grills for us. He's one of the writers of the Vail Daily newspaper, but he's also a man out and about town, taking in the experience for you and letting you know what it's like so you can book yours. Let's check out Staycation with Sean Naylor.
There are perks living in the Vail Valley, especially when your staycation outdoes most vacations. And when the Kessler Collection reaches out to you to wine, dine, and put you up for a night at the Beaver Creek Lodge, you better cancel all your other plans and go live your best life. So they handed me a key card with a lady in red printed on its glossy back and pointed me in the direction of a one-bed suite with ample workspace, a beautiful view, and a personalized gift bag. I took a moment to appreciate all that was happening before getting back to business. And by business, I mean pool, hot tub, sauna, steam room. After a dip, a soak, a steam, and a sizzle, I moseyed over to Alpine and Antlers for a happy hour cocktail and shrimp ceviche. I posted up at the bar and sparked some friendly conversation with the bartender before making my way over to the Grand Bohemian Art Gallery to meet the rest of the group. And while each piece is a stunner, it became clearer along the way that the selections process, too, is masterful work.
This is the most popular artist that we have. You'll see that the skies are very abstract, really come to life, very cheerful, a lot of color. But Jean-Claude Roy did a great job. We have exclusive rights to carry his art in the United States, and every time he comes over, we do art shows with him where you get a chance to meet the artist, and if you buy some of his art, He'll dedicate it on the back of there for you, and you get a chance to meet the artist. We have a nice dinner.
Speaking of dinner, it was time to return to Alpine and Antlers. On that night, Alpine and Antlers put out a beautiful spread. After all that food, the room was calling my name. I returned to my beckoning palace, finished off the wine, and retired into a cozy slumber. The next morning came all too quick, and my staycation was coming to an end. In a moment of bittersweet reflection, there was a knock at my door. Alpine and Antlers had come through again, sending me a croissant sandwich to soak up the night's libations. And that's when I realized that I still had a few hours before checkout, and those 4 boxes I checked the day prior suddenly needed a fresh checking. After all, staycations are a state of mind.
Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With 2 of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
You are watching Vail Daily Live. My name is Ty Diaz, and it's Saturday, August the 14th. I'm here at the Eagleville studio location looking outside. Gorgeous out there, sunshine, blue skies. Meredith is in Beaver Creek. She's giving us a little bit of a tour around, and we just recently saw a staycation video with Sean Naylor sharing with you what your experience could be like if you're looking. What did I say?
Sean.
What did I say?
John.
Oh. Yes. Well, we all know what I meant. So what we have here is that time certainly does fly when you're having fun, but why not accept that occasion as well and do a little bit of fly fishing? And we can do that with the Fly Fishing Outfitters. Got the report coming in right now from John Packer to find out what the fish are biting on these days. Thanks to some much needed rain last week and cooler nights, the conditions on all of our rivers has improved. If you're making your way out to the Eagle River today, flies for the Eagle River, the parachute atoms are what the fish are biting on. They're also enjoying the red quills, the olive elk hair caddis, and the blue-winged olives are all working on the surface. If you're at the Colorado River today, the heavy rains last week did trigger some mudslides way upriver near the Troublesome Creek fire scar. But what they're biting on, the best dry flies, the olive peacock, elk hair caddis, royal or peacock PMXs, and stimulators, parachute atoms, royal wolves, and H&L variants. You can book your fly fishing experience with the Fly Fishing Outfitters just by calling 970-845-8090. They're located in Eagleville, right off of Highway 6. You can pop inside of there as well. Check out a little bit of shopping. Just ask questions. That way you could, learn on your next experience with them or your first with them if it's going to be a group thing, if it's going to be a kids clinic, if it's going to be an individual, like a private. And that's the Fly Fishing Outfitters in Eagleville. So yeah, get out there and have a good time. These guys, they certainly get an early morning start, and they're looking forward to giving you that experience that you can enjoy any season around here. Let's take a look at the weather. It's brought to you by Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris. And as I was sharing with you earlier, that sun is out this morning, seeing a lot of wind activity, not heavy, but significant, with the dancing leaves on the aspen trees in the Eagleville area. And it's just gorgeous out there for the start of the morning. Sunshine, temperatures in the 50s, comfortable, the low 50s. In Fields, 51 as you're seeing there. Zero chance of precipitation today. High temperatures in the Avon area will be in the mid 70s. Some areas could feel like the lower 80s or could pick up the 80s. So get out there and enjoy your day. But on the sky condition side and the haze side, even Meredith is sharing with us at Beaver Creek, and the views that she shared with us while out there, looking a bit clearer as well. Seeing plenty of activity over at Vail. Seeing the activity and conversations we're overhearing with Meredith and Beaver Creek. And if you're out and about today, taking advantage of the weather today, make your way to Minturn. You can find their farmers market that happens every Saturday as well. There's a climbing wall for kids to play in, and you can also scope out and enjoy some of the local businesses and the feels of downtown Minturn. This is one of my favorite places to go on the weekends. Just get inside of there and just talk with the locals and just go slow. Walk into some place that could be a consignment shop and find that rare score of something, especially if you're a visitor, that you found in Colorado, in Minturn, and bring it back home for someone as a guest, as a gift for them. I'm sure people would, our friends would certainly appreciate that. There's a circus happening in Avon. I wanted to give you this one again. I had a really good time talking to the Flynn Creek Circus, and I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity if you're looking for something to do this evening, this afternoon. So be curious and go through Avon and notice that giant tent. It's the Flynn Creek Circus is a whimsical fairy tale. I had the opportunity to speak with one of the fairy characters there named Blaze. There's a mime. There's contortionists. There's aerials and acrobatics. And I really want you to not miss out on that. And then today you can find shows. Let's see here. It looks like there's one at 4 o'clock. There's a 4 p.m. show and a 7 p.m. show. Pick up your tickets on circuscolorado.com. I just had to throw that in there. You know, I had the opportunity to talk with the people who were putting on the circus, as well as an interview with Blaze the Fairy. You want to take a look at this the other day? Because I want to see it again, too. Let's take a look.
More. Ty? All right, you're inside.
Let's try it one more time because that coloring, you're on.
All right, we're going to try to cue that up one more time for you, that interview with the people from the circus there. But we can put it on the screen for you so you can see their logo, the imaging, so that you can find it. Can we do that right now, Emma? Go to circuscolorado.com and we'll show you where the tickets are. They have table seating that are reserved. Isn't this magical? Look, this is, you have to go to this event. Reserved table seating. There's light concession, beer and wine. Purchase your tickets in advance, and it says that it's not a disappoint. The safest and most thrilling event of summer is Circus Colorado. All right, we're going to go to Beaver Creek if we could. Catch up with Meredith. Oh, man, this looks so colorful inside. I was standing on that very stage talking with some of the characters there. And we were giving away tickets, actually, the other day. Maybe you'd care to win a pair today. If you would just go to our chat box and just write in, I would love a pair of tickets. I would like to find a winner for this evening's circus. And then we'll contact you with your name and your telephone number so that we can contact you directly back via phone call to get those tickets to you through that process. All right, where are we going from here? We do? What's going on in the chat box? All right, let's see. Posse P, hello from Atlanta. Yeah, right on. You're so happy not to be here? We're happy to not be in Atlanta? Okay. That works. We'll find out what that means. But thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you, Emma. Hello, Emma from Charleston. That's a good one. And to Meredith. And to me. Oh, Rodney Travis. Thanks for tuning in, Rodney. We want to see your cat watching Vail Daily Live. Maybe you could send us a picture of that happening. All right, we're going to go to Meredith now. We're having some fun. Meredith's in Beaver Creek. She's giving us the tour around. And if you haven't been in Beaver Creek in a while, there's a new store up there as well. It's called Land Mercantile. Let's find out more.
Hey there, Ty. Yes, so we are in one of my favorite nooks of Beaver Creek, to be honest. I think this room is so special. It overlooks the ice rink, and the Villar Center is down there, and the Park Hyatt is right here, and then up right there is Beaver Creek Mountain, where I just was. But we are at the Landing Mercantile with Heidi, and we're going to learn more about this brand new local store. And I just got a little bit of the scoop, and this is super cool. So thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me. It's important that people know about our store because we're kind of fun and different.
Yeah.
So we opened in November, and it's essentially a collaboration of artists. Most of them are from Colorado. We pulled in friends we've known from doing farmers markets over the years, and we just specialize in like a huge eclectic amount of things. So our store is kind of museum-y, coming to give yourself some time when you come, because there's a lot of different variety and items and that kind of thing. And I just wanted to feature a few artists, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So talk about local. These bracelets are made by Jenny Fancher. She used to be the mayor of Avon.
Oh, great.
Her husband is a hunter, and he produces the leather. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. It's awful to talk about hunting, but anyway, he makes the leather, and then she does all of the stitching and the beadwork. So it's like in community fabulous. Like these bracelets are one of the first pieces I bought in our store. I mean, I cave and buy something from everyone. But,
I'm sure. Yeah, these are so unique. I love those.
And then Trevor Washko, he's out of Aspen. His company is called Cold Mountain Craft, and you've probably seen him at the Vail Farmers Market. But I feel like vacation is kind of winding up for a lot of people, and male gifts, men gifts are so hard to find.
It's true.
These are great for everyone, but I feel like particularly we specialize in unique items for men too. So he hand stitches these really beautiful journals, and then he also does can koozies and flasks. And then the last guy I wanted to talk about,
That's great. Look at that.
is someone who used to be able to find her at the Vail Market, but now I think we're the only people locally that carry her items. But this is Miss Olivia's line by Meg Bassett. She is a fused glass artist out of Colorado Springs. She's a wonderful personality and a good friend, and her work, it's a wonderful value for the price, I feel like. I mean, particularly in this area. I don't know if I'm allowed to say stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this kind of is $40, and it's a big punch of color. It's fabulous. These make really awesome gifts.
Yeah, this is the perfect gift store. You know, because obviously there's tons of gift stores everywhere with like the classic Beaver Creek and Colorado, but this is so cool to buy gifts from your vacation that are local artists.
I think so, and it supports the community on so many levels.
Absolutely.
I have a friend with a store in Vail, and she has a sign in her window that says, "When you buy from someone local or a small business or a local business, an actual person does a happy dance." And I think about that all the time. Just with every time I tell somebody, one of our artists, that something has sold, there literally are happy dances made. So I think that's really sweet, and I love being able to support the community in that way. And that's what our team that put this store together was really hoping to do.
And so other than art and gifts, you also have wine, right? And some food.
Of course. I'm missing like a major part of our company. So we're also a wine bar. You can grab a glass of wine. We have an on-premise license. So you can also take it to go, because Beaver Creek has this wonderful common consumption. You can take a glass of wine or a glass of beer and wander around. So we have all of that to enhance your shopping experience, and just the great part about our store.
Yes.
You can also get wine, bottles of wine to go. And then we have cheese and crackers and just kind of little gourmet snacks as well.
And you have a history with the Taste of Vail, is that correct?
Well, yes, my partners do. I've worked for the Taste of Vail just as a volunteer, but my sister and Angela Mueller, who's a long-term member, they were together in that for years.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the Taste of Vail meets Vail Farmers Market in a store here in Vail or Beaver Creek. So this is so unique. So come and check it out. There's something for everyone in this store. So in case, people do mosey up here, what are your hours?
We generally open from 8, I always switch it. I'm like 8 to 10, that's not right. 10 in the morning until 8 p.m.
Great.
However, please give us a little flexibility because staffing issues have been difficult. So we're trying to meet those hours. We're making it work all the time lately, but sometimes we're a little bit late in the mornings or close a little late if it's really slow. Just to keep us in business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, come check it out in Beaver Creek. Again, this is like the most gorgeous nook here. So come on and check it out. Back to you, Ty.
Thank you very much. And that is Meredith in Beaver Creek Land Mercantile. And as you can see, they have a little bit of everything you could ever look for, as for yourself, for an office gift, or family and friends to even be sent off. Start the morning off with a hot cup of coffee and or tea. Enjoy their wine bar. And there's a common consumption where you can purchase wine to go and still walk around the plaza, taking in the views and the experience while remaining in view of Land Mercantile and directing others to that same location. You can find your soups, your salads, your sandwiches, your pastas, your Colorado scores, and you're supporting all local businesses at the same time based out of there. I thank you very much for that delivery and that report. Let me give you a little report on what's going on with the weather for today. If you're just tuning in with Vail Daily Live, a lot of sunshine around this time of the morning, clearer than last Saturday at the same start. At the same time, our atmosphere is seemingly clearer from that California smoke and the haze in our atmosphere. As things start to move on, maybe that wind speed is dragging it along. And hopefully we'll just kind of clear out of our atmosphere altogether. And again, we're looking at this weather brought to you by the Possibilities Avon Weekly Art Expo. Discover your next masterpiece by visiting avonpossibilities.com. Yeah, there's art installations all over Avon. So in today's weather, as we took a little more of a in-depth look at these temperatures before the weekend on your screen right here, as well as the next couple of days, it's going to be a gorgeous one out there to walk around Avon and notice the statues. And there's labeling about all the statues and the artwork around Avon, telling you who they are and if they're for sale, how much, and what they're titled, who the artists are. And yes, it could become yours. So today's Saturday, sunshine, mid-70s, finding that. Tomorrow, Sunday, looking the same. Clouds could roll in this new week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as we make our way through the month of August, as well as getting back to school. And if you haven't picked up today's newspaper, heading back to school locally, masks are required. We'll be right back with more of Vail Daily Live.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Have you ever felt rug love? Shop at Rugs Benedict and find the rug you love for any room in your home. Our selection of imported, handmade rugs is unmatched, with over 1,000 beautiful area rugs in stock. You can find rugs to fit any room at any budget. Rugs Benedict in Avon has been serving the Vail Valley since 1972. Finding beautiful new area rugs has never been this easy and affordable. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know rugs.
at Silverthorne are located 30 miles east of Vail on I-70, exit 205.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that picnic that me and my friends had. We had a great spread by Williams-Sonoma, so we took in those views and really enjoyed that picnic together. But thanks to the outlets of Silverthorne for this weather report, elevated savings. We are grateful for your support, and we are grateful for this beautiful bluebird day. If you look at the sky, it is perfect blue skies right now. And it is currently 54 degrees here in Beaver Creek, and it is going to warm up to about 82. We're going to see a high of 82 today. And we're going to see this consistent, beautiful, sunny day until about the afternoon. And then some clouds are going to roll through. And, we might see a small chance of rain in the evening, but again, it's going to be a gorgeous day. So get out on your mountain bike, go take a hike, walk around the village. We have only so many days left of this beautiful summer. So I know a lot of kids are getting ready to go back to school, but there's still some people here in town to enjoy our view. I'll let you do a little 360 to kind of see my view. But yeah, back to you, Ty.
Thank you very much, Meredith. And yes, gorgeous start to the day out there. And we certainly did enjoy the steals with outlets of Silverthorne, the Saturday steals. And they were featuring in that setting the Williams and Sonoma. So as it was described by Emma, as we're looking at Beaver Creek right now, the savings with the outlets of Silverthorne, that was water, lollipops, and wine. That's a great picnic, and I certainly, I thought it was cool looking at the play where, but you're still there, Emma. I'm sorry, Meredith, you're still there.
Yes.
So where'd the food go on that picnic? I understand there was supposed to be food in that shoot. What happened?
Okay, can't girls just have some wine and lollipops?
Oh, girls just want to have fun. Thank you very much, Meredith. Have an update right now about the Colorado Department of Transportation and I-70 Glenwood Canyon Drive, eastbound, westbound. It says here that after 2 weeks of closures, CDOT plans to reopen I-70 through Glenwood Canyon Saturday. They said to still expect construction and occasional closures. Stay close to CDOT for more updates through there. But otherwise, gorgeous drives all and about town. If you don't have to race off to work or do that drive, still get out and do an adventure drive, but be prepared for that. Bring a picnic with some lollipops, wine, and water in case you find a place that you might enjoy and want to just stay there for a while. Thank you very much. All right, so let's do Lens of the Day. And this is brought to you by the Eyepieces at Vail, where they are the art of vision. And today I'm just a huge fan of these. This is known as the Cato from Oakley, these glasses. And what's really cool about these glasses for me, and you're probably going to notice it too, how it is contoured to your nose, wraps around your face for wind protection. Nice mirrored looking lens, but we're going to share it with you from the Eyepieces of Vail's website, the Cato. And bring your inner superhero if you care to enjoy these. I believe it was back in the 1950s or maybe the 1930s. There was a superhero known as Cato, I believe, with the Green Hornet, I believe. They wore suits as superheroes. So they're also known as suit superheroes. And the sidekick, you see what I did there? The sidekick of that superhero wore these glasses. So this is inspired by that cartoon, superhero, and this is known as the Cato through Oakley. And you can find their shops and their locations up and down the Vail area. Edwards at Riverwalk, as well as in Lion's Head at Vail, and a few locations in Vail proper, Vail Village itself, near Solaris, across from Solaris, I believe the top of Bridge Street, and over by the Sound and Out. Just stop by there today. That is the Lens of the Day, the Cato from Oakley, brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. You're watching Vail Daily Live. We'll be right back.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing, your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
You're watching Vail Daily Live. Thanks for tuning in with us. Yeah, we're here with you every day for about an hour or so, depending on where content and our conversations take us throughout the live show. And you can communicate with us live on YouTube as well as Facebook Live, and certainly subscribe. That way, every morning when the show is live, the indicator will let you know that we're going live, and then it's your turn to be on the show. So let's take a look and see who's chimed in with us this morning in our chat corner. Earlier in the show, we had someone named Posse P says hello from Atlanta and said something about that we should be happy that we're not there right now. Am I reading these text messages the right way? And that's what's funny about reading text messages, is if you're really interpreting the message the way it's intended, it's called miscommunication. Let's go into another one found in our chat this morning. Who do we have there? What'd you find? Rodney Travis. Good morning, Ty, Meredith, and Emma from Charleston, South Carolina. Rodney Travis watches daily. He often lets us know that he's watching at work. Shh. Yeah, he sends us his cat video, and he shops online through the show from local merchants here and has it shipped to him in the Carolinas, and then proves it to us by taking a photo of what arrived in the mail. And one of his favorite places would be the Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. And we look forward to hearing from you live on the show as well. And we'll find more. Okay. And here's, again, Rodney Travis and what gets shipped to his front door in the Carolinas from Vail, Colorado. It's a magical experience. Let's take a look at what's happening around town. A very busy Saturday. The weather looks like it's going to be favorable to get into a lot of things. You can do it all or just pick something. There's the Minturn Market happening today. Absolutely free. Get down there, do a little bit of shopping, learn and visit and become familiar with the local merchants that have been a merchant during the Minturn Market since its beginning. And the hours and operations are right there on the screen for you. You can find parking nearby. I love taking in the Minturn Market, parking the car someplace. You can ride your bike there. You can walk down there, your electric scooter through there. But walk around town and just discover Minturn. It is growing with so many outlets of activities for you to take in, not just limited to Saturday. They've got Little Beach Park. You can catch live shows, live music. They have the new mountain bike terrain training course out there for a wide range of ability levels to just do some dirt biking and learn some tricks. And it's a sweet little hangout. Minturn has a lot for you to discover, as well as art and food and dining and the river right there for just to cool off. And it's a pet-friendly town as well. Yesterday and today, you'll find the Vail Wine Classic happening. This is happening over at Vail near Golden Peak at the soccer fields. Live music, tasting wine from everywhere around Colorado. Some of the vendors that are there that represent other ski resort and or towns. There's live music. There's some featured food. You can enjoy some cheese. You can enjoy the spicy meatball. I tried one yesterday, a lamb meatball from one of the representing restaurants. And I was also there with Tracy Miller of Colorful Cooking Catering. And she's there also today, featuring some salads and some fancy delights that people are really getting into. And that's a few of the things that you can do around the valley today. Heading back over to Beaver Creek with Meredith. Let's see if she found any sandwiches to go with wine. Oh, yeah, you found coffee.
I found coffee, just the second good thing to wine. You know, coffee first, then your wine. And actually, so yeah, I'm visiting Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea right now, and they also do wine. They do wine in a can, which is pretty cool. Like we've taken some ski laps, and then we come take our lunch break here at Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. It's
really nice there, and we're gonna if we're gonna ask you to go inside and just show a little bit of inside. So that's the second level, the second to last level of the plaza at Beaver Creek before the ticket window, the lifts, where you can find your coffee, your tea there. You can grab a light lunch inside of there. Also new with this coffee shop, you can add a little extra to your coffee and or enjoy their beer all behind you right there.
Exactly. And they're really famous for their empanadas too. Come take a look. So this is their counter. So this is like a perfect grab and go breakfast. whether you want some quiches, empanada, croissants. Yeah, we got some sweet muffins here. I always look for the gluten-free options because I am gluten-free. So I'm trying to see. I do see a few options here. And then they also do Village Bagel, which is our local bagel place. And their bagels, I hear, are incredible. And they do a gluten-free bagel as well. But yeah, they've got some like good merch and some coffee. Like if you're staying here and you have a kitchen, or, you know, obviously if you're a local, shopping local, it's always so great. We're always very grateful for Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for fueling our mornings. Today I got the Nitro Cold Brew, which is like the most caffeine you can get in a coffee.
Oh, so you're
I'm
like
ready
me.
for
You
the day.
enjoy caffeine. You're a caffeine person too. And behind you find merch like the ball caps and some T-shirts to represent some travel and go. On your other shoulder there's some coffee mugs. And Trisha Swenson is in the chat box, and she's mentioning that they have smoothies too.
Yes, I actually haven't had one of their smoothies, so I'll definitely need to try that. But they're continuing to expand their offerings here at Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, and this location is actually newly renovated. So I'll kind of, you know, let you come see this. There's some really nice flooring and artwork. So it's a really nice place to come hang out, and they do open at 7 a.m. So it's nice to find those coffee shops that are available for those early risers like us on Vail Daily Live.
Yes, we are. We thank you very much. That is Meredith, and she is broadcasting live on Vail Daily Live in Beaver Creek, a Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, and you can discover their options today too. And taking those views, she's giving us a little bit of a tour this morning, and we're not done just yet. So we'll be right back with more Vail Daily Live.
Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery, where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Slifer Smith & Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith & Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to Eagle.
All right, you're watching Vail Daily Live. I'm going to give you another look at the weather. Meredith is out in the field enjoying her coffee, enjoying Beaver Creek. She's going to give you a look at the weather right now.
Yes, well, I found some shade in this beautiful truck. I'm sure if all the kids would enjoy this art piece. I really feel like I'm driving a huge truck right now. But speaking of weather, it's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day out. Right now, it's about 54 degrees, but it is climbing up fast here. I soon won't need this vest because we're going to see a high of 82 today. I mean, this is the classic Vail, Colorado summer day, bluebird day. We are going to see some clouds roll in the afternoon and a slight chance of rain in the evening. But today is the perfect day to get outside. I know, you know, it's the weekend. You know, so we live for the weekends here in Vail, and some people might have to spend their days inside at a desk. So it is perfect day to get out there and explore the beautiful valley that we have here. And this weather report was brought to you by Live Sotheby's. Contact your local professional broker to live the life you love. I know I am right now. I'm having a great morning here in Beaver Creek. But that does wrap up our show today. Ty, thank you for manning the studio today. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Meredith. She is enjoying Beaver Creek this morning, and the vehicle she's sitting in is one of the many art installations around Beaver Creek. That vehicle has a name, as well as many of the other art installations that we'll be sharing with you throughout our summer tours of Beaver Creek on Vail Daily Live. That vehicle, if we back up a little bit further, goes by the name Chips. because Beaver Creek is known for their chocolate chip cookies. And I imagine that's a chocolate chip delivery truck with a winter themed design. Get out, take pictures of the art installations around town. And if you feel comfortable, share with us here on Vail Daily Live that you found where we are when we do the show. Meredith, you enjoy yourself out there. And that's going to do it for Vail Daily Live this morning. The lifts at both Vail and Beaver Creek opens at 9:30. So I don't want to hold you up. Let your adventures begin. We'll see you here tomorrow morning at 7:30.